This year I've been fortunate to step out of my comfort zone, right, and start presenting at a couple of different conferences. Or I should say more than a couple, because it's actually been at least, close to a dozen. And while speaking at these conferences, I've also been able to jump into a couple of sessions, right, and be an actual audience member. And I am going to provide 5 tips for giving an awesome presentation. So stay tuned. Yo, what's up everyone? It's Game Boy Drew, your favorite person. Maybe not your favorite person, but just give me a chance, right? Give me a chance and maybe we can change that. Maybe I could be on your list of maybe top 10 or something like that, right? So anyways, a little bit about myself. My name is Andrew Arevalo. I do go by Game Boy Drew once in a while. And I am a 4th grade educator. I teach in Southern California. And this is my attempt at starting my own vlog channel, right? So I want my vlog channel to be 50% about education and 50% about lifestyle, right? So that way I'm, providing high quality content, but that's relevant to just about anyone. That way I don't single anyone out in any way, shape, or form. And like I said, I want anyone to be able to go into my channel and hopefully get the bits and pieces of information that they would like. Tip number 1, okay? Know your audience. When you know your audience, you're able to connect with them on a much deeper level, okay? And 2, if you're able to connect with them, there's a lot more buy-in. For example, I'm presenting at Mindfair in about a week, maybe a week and a half in San Diego, and I'll be giving an inspirational speech. And I know that my audience is going to be primarily kids and their parents. So think of it as I'm giving a TED Talk, but for kids and their parents, right? So I've had to kind of shift my approach to presenting because I'm used to presenting primarily for teachers. And there is a huge shift that I need to make in order to make sure that the content is relatable and that the kids appreciate it and that they understand it. So again, know your audience. 2, make your presentation interactive. People do not want to go and see the sage on the stage, right? That mentality, that mindset needs to shift, and you need to get the audience members involved in the actual session. Let them ask you questions. Let them comment, and let them feel like they can, right? That's one of the most important things, is that you bring them in, okay? You make it interactive. That way there's more appreciation for what you're presenting if, they can speak. I've been to some sessions where in 1 hour, the presenter tries to literally blurt out as much content and as much knowledge as he or she knows without any time for asking any follow-up questions or anything like that. And it's tough to follow. It's tough to understand. So again, make it interactive. The attendees want to ask questions. It's your job to ensure that the environment is safe and that they feel comfortable asking those questions. Because remember, you are the expert and they are there to learn from you. So let them ask you questions. They want to learn, and you should be there to help them, right? 3, don't assume anything. That's the worst thing that you can do. Assume anything about your audience. Whenever I present, I kind of go in thinking that my attendees, right, that they pretty much have like a blank slate. But I don't assume, and I don't use my assumptions to drive my presentation, right? I kind of read the audience, and from there, once I kind of gain a feel for where they're at and the level of comfort too, then that kind of helps me in steering my presentation, right, where I want to take it. So again, don't assume anything, okay? You don't know where where they are and you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, right, by making those assumptions. But two, always, make them feel comfortable, okay? 4, make sure that you get to the room or the area that you're going to be presenting early, okay? You want to make sure that your device is compatible with whatever connections and, setup they have. I've seen it time after time where, the presenters, they get there kind of late. They get there maybe 5 minutes before their session, and then they quickly realize that their, device is not compatible, and they're, freaking out trying to find someone. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but, hopefully it hasn't. And if it has, hopefully you've learned a lesson. But again, get to the room early. Just about a week and a half ago, I presented at the New Teacher Conference for CTA in San Diego. Actually, the New Educator Weekend, I should say. And it was a last-minute session. However, I was ready. I had my device. I was scheduled to present Sunday. However, what I did was I went to the last session Saturday afternoon. I went to the room where I was scheduled to be Sunday. And after the presenter, presented and gave his session, I kind of jumped on in and I made sure that my Surface Pro was compatible with the setup that they had. And it was. And the good thing too was that the actual, tech person was there, and he actually, kind of answered my questions and alleviated some of the fears I had with using a mic and a couple of different things, technical questions. But yeah, that was only able to happen because I got there early. So again, don't, be that person that shows up 5 minutes before your session, frantically trying to find someone when you need someone, okay? Get there early. If you can, get there a day early, get there an hour early, whatever works for your schedule, obviously. And then the last thing, tip number 5, is be authentic, be real. Attendees can see past, the persona that you're trying to, exemplify if it's not you, right? And that's one way I think I've been able to truly connect with my attendees and the audiences. I'm being real, I'm being myself. Like right now, I'm not being fake. This is me in its entirety. Whether you like it or not, this is me. And I think when you just kind of let it all out, when you're vulnerable in a sense, the attendees appreciate that, and they're more likely to jump kind of right into whatever it is you're saying. So again, make sure that you're authentic. Make sure that the experience that you're creating is organic. You don't want to have too much planned out, because then it seems, not as authentic, and, who likes fake? So again, make sure that it's real. Thanks again for tuning in. Please make sure that you like, right? That you subscribe, or that you comment down below, please, please, please. And I've included a small clip from the actual New Educator Conference, so you can check it out and see how those 5 tips helped me give an awesome and amazing session. And hopefully they help you guys as well. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye. And yo, what's up, everyone? We're at the New Teacher Conference, and I think I just killed my session, hopefully, right?